What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and today we are covering a Mega Manectric deck. Now, Mega Manectric is definitely in an interesting position right now in the format. It has really good matchups against Trevenant and really good matchups against Yveltal, which are currently the two biggest decks in Expanded. And I'm really interested to see if can this deck actually do well or not in Expanded. And I'm wondering if people actually start playing this for the tournaments or not. Now my list is going to be really consistent. When you see Mega Manectric, sometimes they play like Jolteon, so Flash Ray, they can't hurt your basic poke, or the basic poke can't hurt you. They might play Garbodor, they might play Wobbuffet, but we're actually just going to play a really consistent Mega Manectric line, and that's pretty much it. This actually might be one of the better variants. Like, you really don't need Garbodor too much and expanded, like, maybe for Giratina. Maybe Greninja, right? But everything else you really don't need it for. So we're not going to play any Garbodor. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a great card, but we're not going to play this deck. We're not going to play Wobbuffet either. We're not going to play anything tacky. We're just going to play really consistent. And the reason why I'm playing really consistent is so that way you can beat Trevenant. Like, Trevenant, it's going to be everywhere. Trevenant and Yveltal are going to be the best, like the two most played decks in the format and Expanded. And if you counter with Mega Manectric, you're good to go. Like, I think if you play those all day, you should be good to go and have a great showing. But let's go over the deck and let's see what's it about. Now, our main attacker is going to be Mega Manectric. It has an attack, a Turbo Bolt. It does 110, and you attach 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. So not only can you do 110, you have free acceleration, and he has free retreat, which is fantastic. Of course, you're going to Turbo Bolt the Mega Manectrics, which is fantastic. And you have this Manectric as well, like the regular Manectric with Overrun 20 and 20 to a bench, and it's still laser for 60. And if the active Pokemon has a tool card attached to it, 60 more damage, so 120. And that's going to be attackers. That's going to be it. Now, some other Pokemon you could play a Mewtwo. And the reason I play Mewtwo is because in Dark decks, they might play Maxis to get out like Stage 2 fighting Pokemon. And one of those Pokemon is going to be Gallade. But Gallade has Psychic weakness. So what you could play is play maybe a Mewtwo. Because if you Turbo Assault onto a Mewtwo, you can then X-Ball a Gallade for a knockout. Because you do 20, 40, 60, 80, which is 160 with weakness. They have 150 HP. So you can take a knockout that way. Is that the best answer? I don't think so. I think you just like, alright, just hope they don't set it up. And if they do, you cry a little bit. But maybe people won't be playing that list. I know a lot of the Yveltal decks are playing like more like supporter cards, not the Maxis variant, to try to beat the Dark deck, the Trevenant decks, which is definitely what they're trying to do. Because even Archeops is still not enough sometimes, because you can try to get the turn with Archeops, but if they go first, get the turn Wally, then Archeops not enough. I know we're going like way Theriumon right now, but I mean, there's a lot of different variants you can play with Mega Manectric. Like I said, Jolteon, Wobbuffet, you can play Garbodor, you can play Mewtwo, but like I said, we're playing really consistent right now. 2 Shaymin to help set up, 1 Jirachi for Stellar Guidance, search for any deck for a deck for a supporter card when you put this Pokemon to your bench, and 1 Hoopa with the Scoundrel, search for 3 EX Pokemon. Now, Hoopa is definitely a really interesting card. The first thing you'll notice is when I made this list, I did not put any Flowstones or AZs in the stack. I was like, everybody has 1 retreat cost, you don't need AZs or Flowstones, you're good to go. But Hoopa has 2. So that is really bad. So what you can do is cut a Pokemon Salinity for maybe another 8 for an AZ, or you can just cut Hoopa altogether. I mean, a Hoopa, don't get me wrong, is fantastic. You Scoundrel, search 2 Manectrics, and a Shaymin set up and all that good stuff, but sometimes you don't even need it. If you start with Manectric, Ultra Ball for another Manectric, you're good to go, unless you need to hit a Shaymin, but then you can, I don't know, like, Hoopa, don't get me wrong, Hoopa's fantastic, but you can cut a Salinity for an AZ, not a bad cut at all. But that's going to be all the Pokemon we play. We're not going to play any basics. Regice might be scary, but we play a Ranger, which is great. You can then one-shot it, but it might not be played too much, right? It might not be played too much and Expanded, so maybe you don't have to worry about it at all. If you're not worried about Regice, then you cut the Ranger for an AZ and be good to go that way. Alright, so 1 Compressor to discard 3 cards out of your deck. This is most likely going to be supporter cards, that way you can use them via Seeker. 1 Computer Search for consistency. 2 Mega Turbos just to help you out, get that turn 2 attack off if you do miss that turn 1 energy attachment. 4 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 via Seeker. Now, I know a lot of Expanded decks aren't playing Trainers Mail. We actually have enough room to fit all these, which is fantastic. One course, because like usually in expanded, people have a full bench, and even in standard, people have a full bench. So course gets a lot. Two Lysandre, three in, and four Juniper. Like we're playing a ton of draw cards. Like I said, our goal is to beat Trevenant. If we can beat Trevenant, we're good to go. We could beat probably like 30 to 40% of the field just automatically, maybe 50% of the field, because that's just how much Trevenant is going to be played. Two Pokemon Sortie, which I know you can cover one, like I said, with AZ. But Pokemon Stability, heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of your Pokemon. Now, this does help you out against like a Selgo Wobbuffet, which got top 4 in Philadelphia. But Cinder Lady with Rough Seas can heal 90 damage, pretty much just negating any damage Trevenant's going to do. If you miss the Rough Seas for a couple turns, you can then Cinder Lady. If they hit you with a Burst Balloon, or like if they put a Burst Balloon, then you hit it, and then they smack you for 30, you get a Cinder Lady and the Rough Seas, and all the damage is gone. So Cinder Lady, a very, very good card, and not only can it heal to 60, it removes all special conditions, which is fantastic. One Ranger, like I said, it's mainly for Regice. You can actually cut this for Hex Maniac. I forgot that, like, Hex Maniac, you can cut this for, I think actually Hex Maniac will be a better play for sure. So cut Ranger for Hex Maniac, I totally forgot about Giratina. Like Giratina, you're just auto lose because you have no way to attack. I mean, I guess you can attack with regular Manectric, not a bad play. Especially if they attach a tool to it, you can just Soul Laser for a knockout. But there's a lot of other cards that you can fit in this deck as well. You can fit Max Potions in here just to heal all the damage, but then that's useless against Trevenant. I'd rather play the 4 Rough Seas to heal 30 from all your water and lightning Pokemon, which all our Pokemon are lightning types. 4 Spirit Links, just evolve on our first or second turn, ASAP, or we evolve without ending a turn, and 12 lightning. Now I know 12 lightning is a lot for a Pokemon that needs 2 energies, but we are trying to get this tag off ASAP. We do not want to miss the energy. If Trainer comes out, we can't play your item cards, so sometimes you might get stuck. And you want to make sure you have an energy every single turn. And there you guys, there's my Mega Manectric deck. Like I said, it is so interchangeable. There's so many different things you're going to do. But right now, we're going to play really consistent. Like I said, if I were to replay this deck again, I would cut a Cinder Lady for an AZ and a Ranger for a Hex Maniac. I think you just take the loss to Regice. I don't think it's played that much in Expanded, so you really don't have to worry about it. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Expanded Thursday. And I hope you learned something new, and I hope you subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's a lot of hopes, but we'll see which ones come true. But guys, let's see the deck in action. Thanks for watching, and let's see it right now. Alright, so we're putting us one and only one, playing a Psychic and a Colors deck, which most likely means a Trevenant deck. So guys, time to see, does our theory of playing against Trevenant work or not? So yes, we'll have to go first. On to our turn, and let's see what's going to happen. Alright, so we start Manectric in Computer Search. So what I'm going to do, okay, so hopefully we top deck a card that we can discard, and there's a okay, so I'm going to Computer Search, discard Cinder Lady and the Lysandre to grab a Spirit Link. And I know you're probably thinking, what Spirit Link, why you grab this ASAP? Well, what we prized so many Spirit Links. So grab a Spirit Link, put that in the active, and we will end for a new hand of 6. Let's see, what do we find with this hand? There's a Lightning Energy. Okay, so put a Lightning Energy in the active. We will Trainers Mail, look at top cards of our deck, and let's see, what do we find? Alright, so we grab, we'll grab a Ranger, and we will just pass onto our opponent's turn. Alright, but next turn we are threatening a knockout on a Mega Manectric, I mean not a Mega Manectric, on a Trevenant, which is fantastic. We can put down the Rough Seas, a Lightning, Jirachi for Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, find some more Lightning Energies, and be good to go. Alright, so a Dimension Valley coming down, which we do have a Rough Seas. Ooh, what? They're playing a Honedge. Ooh, so there's actually a different form of Trevenant, but I think it's still going to show what? Brigetti Spaghetti. Brigetti, we haven't seen Brigetti such a long time. But Bridge is search deck for 1 basic EX or 3 basic Pokemon. So Phantom, Annie, Honedge coming down. Okay. On Ultra Ball, going to discard 2 cards for hand. Discard a Wally and a second one. So they could have opted to Wally, and they're going to grab a Shaymin, which is fantastic with me. We can Lysandre Shaymin for easy 2 price cards. So Shaymin going to set for 5 new cards. And I think the Aegislash has like Split Pain or something like that. Or whatever Honedge evolves into, so Psychic Energy the active, which, I mean, I don't know if the Psychic Energy the active is very smart, because we can easily just knock this out if we find a Mega Manectric. So here comes Trevenant, and on our turn, guys, what do we find? We find a Juniper. Fantastic, we don't even have to put down the Jirachi. So put down Juniper, and we'll put down the Rough Seas, and we'll Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 cards, And oh no, we whiff it. Alright, so right now we're just gonna go for Turbo Assault for 60 damage. Okay. Next turn we can bring up the Shaymin with a Lysandre. Ultra Ball, discard a Juniper something else. There is a Dual Blade coming out. Okay. A Trainer coming down as well. Okie dokie. DCC active. We might see a Tree Slam, which I'm okay with. Yeah, we just gonna Lysandre the Shaymin, Ultra Ball, discard Juniper, whatever for Mega Manectric, and we will not Mega Turbo, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called right now. Sycamore, discard their hand, draw 7 cards. Okay. Alright, so there's a Love Ball for maybe another Phantom. Nope, not gonna get anything. Okay. Flush to the Shaymin. Alright, so now we're going to do 240 damage. And a second Shaymin comes down. Oh my goodness. These are what? What is going on? Alright, so I mean, if you're playing against an opponent that does this, I mean, it's easy. Like, this is easy money. Alright, so in our turn, we get a Lightning, so Rough Seas. We will Ultra Ball. Oh, wait, we got a Lysandre first. Lysandre, bring up a Shaymin. We will Ultra Ball, discard a Lightning and a Juniper to grab a Mega Manectric. We will put that on the active. Put down a Manectric-EX. We can Rough Seas, heal that. We already Rough Seas, sorry. Put down Manectric-EX, and we are Turbolt for 110 damage, knock out the active, and going down to 4 prize cards. And we'll attach 2 light energies to this Manectric-EX as well. So we find a Spear Link and a Lightning Energy. Alright, so we'll see the turn to come back to our opponent's turn. But if he leaves up here, Turbo will knock it out. And there is an Age Slash with the Painful Sword. Double the number of damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. That's what he's trying to go for. So an Evosoda for maybe another Trevenant. I forgot. I know it was Painful Splitter. Something like that. Alright, so another Trevenant Break coming down. Or a Trevenant Break coming down. Apologize for that. A Mystery Energy. And does he have a Dimension Valley? If he does, he can attack with Dimension 1. Lysandre, bring it up this Manectric, which is fine with me, and a Tree Slam. Now, this is actually fantastic because what we can do is we can Rough Seas. Okay. We can then retreat into this guy, and we can just Turbo Assault. It literally does nothing. Alright, so Turbo Assault for Turbo for knockout. Going down to 3 prize cards. Put a Light Energy on the Manectric-EX. And what do we find? We find a Spear Link. Alright, so Spear Links are pretty much useless. But we can constantly just keep two-shotting these Trevenant Break. And since this Trevenant Break does come up, he can start using Silent Fear, but then we have Rough Seas. We'll just counter that automatically. Another Mystery going to the active. Wally into another Trevenant, and this is going to be great. If our opponent does not have a Dimension Valley, he cannot go for a Tree Slam, and he is going to Silent Fear, and the way we're to counter this is just by Rough Seas, and this is how you're going to be Trevenant deck. So Rough Seas, and we'll Turbo Bolt for 110, and then next time we can knock out the Trevenant, going on 2 prize cards. He can send out this Trevenant. But guys, you can see how, like, it didn't matter what kind of Trevenant deck we played against. You just be really, like, careful with the resources, and you can easily win this matchup. Alright, so another Brigatti coming down. Gonna search for 3 base Pokemon. Not gonna grab anything. And another Silent Fear for 30 or 30. Alright, on our turn, we will Rough Seas. We can actually Rough Seas and Pokemon Scintillating if we want to. No, we'll just whatever. Yeah, we'll play whatever. Alright, so on the bench for 30, and we will Turbo Bolt for a knockout, going down to 2 prize cards. Alright. Alright, so press stun. But like I said earlier in the video, you can cut the Scintillating for an AZ. I forgot about AZs and Flowstones, that kind of cute stuff. I mean, the only AZ and Flowstones you really need for are the Hoopa. That's the main thing, like I said. But AZ does kind of work as a Scintillating, but then you discard your Spear Links and stuff like that. Which is obviously not very good. So on our turn, we'll go for Turbo for the knockout, and there we go, guys. So you can see how well this Trevenant matchup is. It didn't matter what kind of Trevenant deck he was playing. Like, he got the turn 2 Trevenant, he was good to go. He's going to start attacking. I mean, the Crushing Hammer version would have made it interesting for sure, but we play so many light energies, it's very unlikely that we do not hit these. We do not keep attacking, which is fantastic. But guys, we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second, and hopefully it's not another Trevenant deck, because as you see, that is a fairly easy matchup. But we'll see what happens in the next game. Hopefully it's another victory. Alright, so playing against M3 VVTWO, playing a Psychic, Grass, and a Colors deck, which could be a Virizion Genesect deck. Alright, now Virizion Genesect is actually kind of scary. I've played this matchup a lot as a Virizion Genesect player, and I would say it's a winnable matchup. Because you can G-Booster with the Deoxys to one-shot a Mega Manectric, which I know it's weird to say. but it's very doable. So my opponent is going to go first. Of course, why would you not? We get a mulligan. Alright. So we'll shuffle back in, get 70 cards, and we'll try again, guys. Hopefully we start Manectric. I mean, the more I think about it, we should definitely have an AZ in this deck. For Hoopa. Or at least a Flowstone. Because Hoopa. Start with Hoopa. That's a bad guy to start with. Alright, so we'll get 7 new cards. Get another mulligan, so press done. Hey, Pokemon Center Lady, what you doing? Alright, so we'll try again. Okay, 3 mulligan draws. This is going good. Let's go. Oh, guys, what did I say? Oh, man, I'm regretting not having a Flowstone or AZ in the deck. So, yeah, if you made it past this video, you now know that you cut one of those Pokemon Simulators for AZ or a Flowstone. Take your pick. It's up to you. This Pokemon Simulator could be an AZ. It could be. But we are not playing one. We are playing a second PCL. So they're going to set up and get some Pokemon down. I mean, and there's a Venusaur. This could be even worse. I mean, okay, so the good thing about Mega Venusaur is it paralyzes, right? But we have Pokemon Center Lady, so who cares? Alright, so Mega Turbo, Max Elixir, Spirit League, Ultra Ball, Switch. Computer Search, discarding Double Grass. Show me Hoopa. Show me Hoopa, please. I mean, this matchup is... I think it's going to be good for us. I mean, sorry, my socks are falling off and my feet are cold, so I want to put them back on. But... I mean, do they go for Hoopa here? Do they go for an N? I wonder what the opposite is. Oh, Hoopa. We're going to search for 3 EX Pokemon. Will we see 3 more Venusaurs come down or not? Mega Venusaur versus Mega Manectric. Neither one's taking a knockout. But we have Rough Seas and Pokemon Simulator on our side. So Virizion and 2 Venusaurs. Okay. Like a VV deck. But instead of Victini Vanillix, it's Virizion. Oh man, it's Shaymin. Shaymin coming down. Like I said, Shaymin coming down is probably one of the best things for us. It's easy to knock out. But I mean, I think our plan, Lightning the active, Ultra Ball, discard a Lightning and a Center Lady for a Manectric, Trainers Mail, or a Spirit Link, hopefully, and then Sycamore or Juniper, whatever you call it. So, Max Elixir going to put a Grass Energy on that bench Venusaur, a Super Run, shuffle 3 combination of energies and Pokemon back into the deck. And I mean, guys, if that Pokemon suddenly was an AZ, we can potentially overrun, but we can't do that. I mean, who would have known this could be the other, like, Center Lady, not the AZ one. So we see Sycamore, discard their hand, draw 70 cards, and a pass onto our turn. So we get an N. I think I'm still going to Ultra Ball, discard the Center Lady and the Lightning Energy, just to put it in our discard pile so we can reuse it. There's a Manectric. And only one Mega Turbo. If we have both Mega Turbos, we could potentially attack turn 3. Lightning, Trainers Mail. But unfortunately, oh, there's Spirit Link, that's good. But unfortunately, we have no Flowstone, no AZ, so that Hoopa is stuck in the active spot. So, Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 70 cards. Okay. We'll just pass right now on to our opponent's turn. I mean, what we can do is just put a Lightning Energy on the bench Manectric-EX and then just be good to go that way because, I don't know. I think that's fine. I think that's, we can't attack next turn anyway, so I think I'd rather put one on the bench Manectric-EX. I think it's not a bad play at all. I mean, we could go for Overrun next turn, but that's really not that useful. And an Ant, so both get a new hand of 6. Alright, so let's see, what do we find? But like I said earlier, too, as well, you can just cut the Hoopa. I mean, I don't like it that much either. So, Mega Manectric, Lysandre, Manectric. Alright, so Ultra Ball, discarding a Ranger and a Grass Energy. Probably finding a Mega Venusaur. Show me Mega Venusaur. And there he is. Alright, Crisis Vine does 120. Paralyze poison your opponent's active Pokemon. But with a combination of Rough Seas and Center Lady, we can heal at 90 damage. And make it where they only do 30, which is fantastic. So another Max Elixir, a Mega Venusaur coming down. He needs 3 grass and a colors. A Mega Turbo to the active, okay. And a pass onto our turn. Alright, so we find a Manectric. So put a Mega Manectric down. Lightning, Manectric. Oh, let's Trainers Mail first. So Trainers Mail. We'll grab a VS Seeker. Okay. We will Trainers Mail again. I think we'll grab in. Do we grab in or Spirit? I think we'll grab Spirit Link instead. We'll grab Spirit Link. Put that down. Put down a Manectric-EX. And I'm actually going to Lysandre up the Venusaur with nothing on it, just the 2 grass. I think that's better. We know 2 switch prize, so maybe he can't retreat this guy. And then we get VS Seeker for Sycamore, retreat the Hoopa, hit a Mega Turbo, be good to go that way. Which I know that's still a lot to ask for, but maybe it's possible. So a Mega Turbo and a Sycamore. Does he play another switch or not? Does he play 3 switches? That's the question. Does he find a Flowstone? A Grass Energy active. He can go for a Poison Powder for 60. A Max Elixir, okay. Is that his 4th Max Elixir? That's a ton. A 3rd Max Elixir, every single one has hit. There's about, oh my goodness, a Starling Megaphone. What a jerk. Alright, so we see Poison Powder for 60, Poisonous, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We just gotta hit a Mega Turbo and a Lightning, and we can attack this turn. So, there's part number 1. Alright, Lightning, via Seeker, Sycamore, or Juniper, discard our hand, draw 70 cards. Come to me! Alright, so that's not what we wanted, but next turn we can retreat and go for a Turbo Bolt. We just gotta hope he does not Crisis Vine. If he Crisis Vine, that's actually fine. I'm fine with him Crisis Vine. Vining, that's fine with me actually, because if he Crisis Vine, he then save our VS Seeker for later on, but he's not gonna do that. Alright, so here we go, guys. Now it's time for the work. So we'll put a Lightning in the active. Oh, not the bench. Sorry. We will retreat into the Mega Manectric. We will, Turbo Bolt 110 and put 2 Lightning Energies on this Manectric-EX on the bench. And the reason I'm doing this is because we can Mega Evolve out of this if we need to later on. I mean, now we're going to have 3 Manectrics ready. I mean, I guess we could have done the bench. That way we could retreat between them. Grass Energy the active. And will he retreat? So Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 cards. Does he find a Link and a Mega Venusaur? But I think you retreat regardless. Like, you want to go for this Crisis Vine. But if he does that, we'll be able to play Pokemon Serenity, heal, and get rid of all status conditions. Like, we have a direct counter to his deck, which is fantastic. So there we go, 120 damage. We are now poisoned and paralyzed. All right. But we should be... Okay, hold on. So on our turn, we get a Shaymin. So we will Lightning, VS Seeker, for a Pokemon Serenity. Okay, all right. Follow me here. Follow me. We'll Pokemon Serenity active. And what we're going to do now is actually retreat into this guy in Turbo Assault. Assault Laser for 120. I know it seems very strange, but we can Mega Evolve out of this Paralyzation, which is fantastic. So on our opponent's turn. Okay, alright, we just gotta hope he doesn't play his own Pokemon Stone Entity as well. We have played 2 VS Seekers, but we have 1 Pokemon Stone Entity. There's another one left in our deck and 2 VS Seekers. So a Grass Energy going to the bench, Venusaur. Alright, I mean, we just gotta find a Link. We'll Ultra Ball discard Juniper Ranger, not grab anything. Crisis Vine for 120. Alright, so in our turn, what do we find, guys? That's the question. Do we find a Link? There's a Rough Seas. Hey, that's a good card to get. So we'll put down Rough Seas, healing our damage. We'll Ultra Ball discard Juniper Ranger to grab a Manectric. Okay. And we have 1. Yep, so we'll grab Manectric, put that down, and we will Shaymin for 6 new cards. Or 5 new cards, sorry. With this, we need to find a Link and a Mega Manectric, or VS Seeker for a Pokemon Serenity. That works as well. So we'll Serenity the active. We will then retreat into the Mega Manectric, put a Lightning on this guy, and we will Turbo Bolt for 110, knocking out the active, and putting 2 Lightning Energies on this bench Mega Manectric that we just put down. Alright, guys, so we got our 4 prize cards, and I do not know how important. Okay, so Link and the Rough Seas. Hey, there we go. There's a Link that we needed last turn that we don't need anymore. Alright, so we have Rough Seas down. We have some Mega Manectrics on the field. We have 2 VS Seekers in the discard pile. Is it 2? Yeah. Oh, 3. Oh, 3 VS Seekers. Alright, so taking a knockout, but can he respond? He'll need an Energy and a Mega Turbo. He has played already, and a Victor Screen. And there we go, guys. There's the Mega Manectric deck. I know this wasn't the best showcasing of Mega Manectric. We played against a Trevenant, which I think is it's definitely the best deck in format, which I think this deck can easily take down. The question is, though, guys, we gotta cut up Pokemon Serenity for something. I think an AZ is probably the best play. Cutting, like, I mean, you can either cut the Hoopa overall, just be like, I am not playing Hoopa, which I don't think is a bad call at all. Like Hoopa, not really that needed. Like that's cool to like grab a Shaymin and a Manectric. Don't get me wrong, but it's still really good. It's up to you kind of thing. But I definitely think if you're playing Hoopa, you need a Flowstone or an AZ, which I did mess up on the original list. I kind of forget that's what happens when you build this by yourself. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something new about the Mega Manectric deck. I mean, like I said, it's very good against Trevenants. Very good against Evital, which are going to be our biggest 2 decks and expanded. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.